Did you know Batman v Superman was almost an entirely different movie back in the early 2000s? Director Wolfgang Peterson was attached to a project called Batman vs. Superman Asylum. The script was way darker, with a retired Batman coming back to face a Superman who was manipulated by Lex Luthor. Even more wild, Jude Law was considered for Superman and Colin Farrell for Batman. It's crazy to think about what could have been, right? Imagine that version hitting theaters instead of what we got. In 2016, fast forward to the movie, we all know Ben Affleck's casting as Batman caused a massive internet meltdown. Fans were so upset they even started petitions to have him replaced. But Zack Snyder stood by his choice, wanting an older, more world-weary Batman, someone who's seen it all and carries the scars to prove it. Affleck actually bulked up to an incredible 225 pounds with just 7.9% body fat to portray this more physically imposing version of the Dark Knight. He really committed to the role, bringing a kind of brutish strength we hadn't seen before. Now, let's talk about that iconic Batsuit. It was heavily inspired by Frank Miller's classic comic, The Dark Knight Returns. They wanted a suit that looked like it had been through countless battles. It weighed around 75 pounds, and the cowl alone was made of multiple pieces to allow Affleck more neck movement than previous Batman actors had. Remember all those jokes about Batman not being able to turn his head? Well, they tried to fix that. The suit also featured a voice modulator, giving us that deep, intimidating bat voice without Affleck having to strain his own. One of the most talked about, and let's be honest, most memed moments from the movie is the Martha scene. You know the one. Batman is about to finish off Superman, but Superman weakly says, "Save Martha." This triggers Batman. Because his own mother's name was also Martha, it's supposed to be this profound moment where Batman realizes Superman's humanity. While some fans found it deeply emotional, others found it a bit, well, silly. The writer Chris Terrio defended it, saying it was meant to humanize Superman in Batman's eyes and make him stop seeing him as just an alien threat. What do you think? Did it work for you? Finally, let's touch on the epic fight itself. The choreography was intense. They wanted it to feel like a heavyweight boxing match between gods. They studied UFC fights to make the movements feel realistic and brutal. And that armored batsuit Batman wears, it was a practical suit, not just CGI, enhanced with digital effects. The goal was to show a strategic Batman using his intellect and technology to level the playing field against a powerhouse like Superman. It was the ultimate clash of brains versus brawn. And it was the first time these two icons ever shared the big screen in a live-action film, which is a huge cinematic milestone. Thanks for watching. If you love digging into movie facts like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. See you in the next one.